our hands for charity, our minds for truth, and our hearts for love, in full faith. So be it.
Amen. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Wanja. I want to take this opportunity to welcome each and every one of us. And I want to say good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on which part of this globe you are from. And I want to say welcome to World Women Leading Change and World Leadership Conference. And we are so excited, this being our last batch, because we've had 25 conferences so far, and this has been amazing. It's been a time to learn, to grow, and it is now time to implement. So I want to welcome each and every one of us on behalf of our leaders from World Leadership Conference and World Women Leading Change. My name is Joy Wanjiro, and I'm saying hello from Kenya, Nairobi City. And I'm happy to be the co-host today as I co-host this conference with my friend Wanja Wadhingila from Kenya as well. So as we get started, I would like to invite our president, World Women Leading Change Africa chapter to be able to say hello to us, to welcome us to this conference, and to introduce our host, as well as introduce the president and founder for World Women Leading Change. Ambassador Alice Kamunge, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, Joy. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night to everyone. Welcome to World Women Leading Change. We say in World Women Leading Change is art of kindness, because when you lead with kindness, you become the most beautiful person. And that's what our president, Dr. Ayla, has taught us, to be kind and to lead with kindness. And that's why today we are honored to have our last batch, and we are so excited. We can't wait to finish the batches so that we can start working. And we are very happy to welcome all of you. We are happy to welcome Nigeria as our host and our youngest baby in Africa, because Nigeria was our latest country which came on board World Women Leading Change, and today they were our host, and we are very happy that members from Nigeria are already in. So to start us off, today we are going to move like lightning, because you have a lot which our president, Dr. Ayla, has packaged for us. So without wasting so much of our time, I welcome Dr. Ayla to recognize any guests we may be having who needs to be recognized. And then after that, we'll go straight to our conference. But today we have a great day, because of after the conference, our president has something to present to us. So we can't wait for this day. So welcome, Dr. Ayla, our president for World Women Leading Change.
Thank you, Ambassador Alice Kamunge. I want to say thank you for Nigeria, Ogena. I think she's here. Thank you for hosting this our last event of World Leadership Conference. World Leadership Conference is the conference that is started on 10 years ago, actually. Leadership started by my partner Helen Hurong in Vietnam, and then we started the video conferencing on the 8th of April 2020, and until today we reach about 45,000 people in 3 months, 2.5 months. And we have 6 different centers: Center of Education, Center of Wellness, Center of Children, Center of Youth, Center of Real Estate, Center of Infrastructure, Center of Health, Center of Technology. We have totally 8 centers. And the purpose of this video conference is to create the world's biggest, video conference connecting borderless world, especially during the pandemic where the world is already borderless, and creating the world's biggest networking platform to create positivity and also vaccine of heart. So this is the last batch of World Leadership Video Conference. From tomorrow, we will activate our centers. which will activate on business transaction, business trade, networking, many other things, promotion. And I welcome you all speaker. Thank you very much. We also have our trustee here, Ibu Shanti, which is the head of ASEAN Advisory Council. Thank you, Ibu Shanti. I know you are a very busy lady. Thank you for joining us. And for other speaker from Dubai, from India, from Indonesia, on a very short notice, asking to come and coming. Thank you very much, Joy and Alice, for hosting Africa. And we are now in almost 32 countries. We exist in 32 countries now, World Women Leading Change. And 2020 is our year of kindness. So this is one of the language that we talk to the world, is the kindness year, to be kind, to spread positivity. And all the speakers, all the talk will be will be written and literatured, and we will pass it on to the next generation as what we call the new world, the book of the new world, to actually giving insightful information for what happened during the pandemic. And you are all a hero to be here, to give input, to give your mind, to share your knowledge. Thank you very much. Over to you, Joy.
Thank you so much, founder for World Women Leading Change and World Leadership Conference. We really appreciate the initiative that you come up with, because you've been able to grow and to learn and to also reach different communities from different parts of the world. And so right now, we're going to go straight to our session. We have an apology from the moderator of the day, Lois, Ambassador Lois, from who is a president for East Africa. She was not able to join us today because of a prior emergency, and we want to say, and we want to pass her apologies and also her greetings and regards to us all. So I'm going to go straight away and invite our moderator. She's an amazing young lady who I'm happy to be working with, and she's also the director of Miss Tourism Kenya and Vera Beauty College. Wanjawa Thingira from Kenya, you're welcome.
Thank you, Joy, and thank you to my presidents. And once again, I am honored to be moderating this conference today on behalf of my president, Miss Lois Mwiruri. So because of time today, our president, Ayla, has really summed up what World Women Leading Change is summarily about. So with that in mind, our conference today is, the topic today is how can we embrace change moving forward towards the new normal. So we have quite a number of speakers, around 13 or 14. So in the interest of time, so that this conference may not take 3 hours, we will have each speaker will have 5 minutes to speak, and at the 4-minute mark, I will give you a time check to wrap up your 1 minute. I hope that you have condensed. I know we have quite a lot to say about, and we have quite powerful speakers here. So in the interest of time, please condense your presentation, and so that we can get through to everyone and also have the awards, the ceremonies at the end. So Dr. Ayla is also reminding me about our trustees. Is there a trustee in the house? We can start.
Ibu Shanti, yes, Ibu Shanti.
Yes, all right.
Thank you.
Our first speaker is one of, sorry, Ibu Shanti, let me introduce you properly.
Sure.
Our first speaker is Mrs. Shanti Shamdasani from Indonesia. She is the president of ASEAN International Advocacy, Vice Chair of Indonesian Chambers of Commerce and Industry, one of the board members of ASEAN Indian Business Council, and a board member of East Asia Business Council. Ibu Shanti, please welcome. And
Yes.
is one of the trustees of WWLC. Welcome, Ibu Shanti.
Thank you. So I have 5 minutes, is it, Wanja?
Yes, 5 minutes.
Okay.
I'll give you a time check at 4 minutes.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Ayla, for inviting me here. Distinguished guests, ambassadors, and senior officials at this forum. I just wanted to offer a bit of my understanding on the current situation. So what we have been doing is that we have been analyzing a lot of the economic impact as well as the social impact since the last 6 months. I think since the pandemic start, which is 26th of December 2019, up to now where we are, 25th of June 2020. Initially the world, and I'm not just talking about any particular country, but initially the world was caught awestruck in the sense that nobody knew how to react, nobody knew what they needed to do, to the extent that leaders were also taken aback with the and they were exhausted with the size of the pandemic and the effort that needed to be put in place. But since this is a woman leading change platform where I'm talking today, what we have seen coming out of this pandemic is that I will not agree to the fact that when people tell me that you have to adapt to change, because to be quite frank, this is not a change. 2020 has actually not brought a change, but what 2020 has brought to us is an understanding of our own behavior and an understanding of what needs to be ratified moving forward, right? So we are not forced to change. Nobody's going to force any, and no one can change anyone to change. But what 2020 has shown us is that where are the flaws? Where are the areas where we have been lacking behind and we have been ignoring the critical touch points, the importance where we have not really paid attention, and it has just come right in front of our face and blow into our face. Now, what do we need to do? What we need to do is 3 things. First, we need to understand that it's not a change. We need to understand that we require a new lifestyle, a new thinking, and a new approach. And I wouldn't call it a change because it's very hard to to change someone, but to add something new to our current thinking. That is really important. And you need to understand that you need to start adding the new knowledge, the new understanding, because if you don't grasp the new understanding of 2020, then we are in for another disaster. That's the prime thing that we need to adopt. The second thing that we need to really do is to understand the meaning of collaboration. When this in the first 6 months of 2020, I think Dr. Ayla did mention that it's a year of kindness. But what I have seen in the beginning of 2020, since this whole pandemic started, I have seen how people come together, how people hold hands and started helping each other, how people are saying that, okay, the trade started to move domestically, right? And this is what we need to also maintain moving forward. The collaboration, which the pandemic has brought us to a point where we collaborated like there was no yesterday, and this needs to be continued. So the second one is collaboration. The third one, which I need to highlight here, is that the role of women during the pandemic. And why am I highlighting the role of women, especially in the economic sense?
Time check, Ibu Shanti.
Yeah, just one. During pandemic, when it happens, the small medium enterprises are being run mainly by female in their own homes, either by selling cakes, cookies, clothes, soaps, and all those things. So a lot of this economic wheel are actually being pushed by the women community. So that's the three things I would like to leave you with, and thank you.
Thank you, Ibu Shanti. That's a marvelous intro, Ibu Shanti. That's a marvelous introduction to our conference here today, talking about economic and the social impact. A lot of times we ignore the social impact, and you are right that this 2020 has exposed the critical areas which we have ignored. So thank you so much for a brilliant start. I have seen that our host is here. Our host is Nigeria, Miss Ogena. If you could, we hijacked your conference. Please say hello to people before they.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Further.
Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone from around the world. I can see Dr. Munir, I can see Professor Ayla, I can see Fajar, and everybody else from everywhere around the world. You're welcome.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. That was our host, Ms. Ogena from Nigeria. So there has been an urgent request from our speaker from Dubai.
Okay.
So kindly allow me to introduce our speaker who is from Dubai, Dr. Munir Ahmad Chaudhry, who is the chairman of Pakistani Business Magnates, president of Aspire World Investments, UAE. Dr. Munir, kindly. Dr. Munir, kindly unmute your audio. Sorry, we can't hear you. Dr. Munir, sorry, we can't hear you. And yes, you.
Hello, yeah.
Hello, yes. Welcome.
Welcome to everyone, and really, it's my turn to start right now. Hello, are you hearing me? Okay, quickly, good afternoon, everyone. There are, mashallah, very long list, 10-15 people. And quickly, let me introduce myself. I am a Dr. Munir Ahmad Chaudhry from United Arab Emirates. Before I speak about women leadership, I want to give you a brief introduction about me and my company. I am president of one of the topmost business group related to investment in GCC region called Aspire World Investments. And we are developing special economic zone, industrial zone in different countries. We have also one in Nigeria as well, in Africa and then different countries. And to achieve that goal, we are involved in two very big activities. Like one is a future business hub. We are a part of more than, in our future business hub, we have more than 200 companies in our platform. And same time, we are doing investment expos. In investment expos, if you just put investment expo in Google, so we are the at top in the world in investment expos. And in two years before, we organized 47 flags expo. It's about 47 countries we gathered under one umbrella as Sharjah Expo Center and under the patronage of rulers of Sharjah. And then last year was the 48 flags, means 48th UAE National Day. And this year in December, we are going to organize 49 Flags Expo. 49 Flags Expo means it's a 49th UAE National Day, and we are gathering 49 countries under one roof in 2nd of December. It will be for 3 days, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th December, same years. And now come back to the topic. I am very thankful to Miss M. Alice and all of the party, Dr. Ayla, who is, I know her 3-4 years back. Once also she visited my office, and so we met face to face. And now come back to the topic quickly about women's empowerment. In my opinion, I believe if we empower the women, we have empowered the society. Our focus is to train women on how they can start and sustain income generation projects. Aspiring women of the future to achieve sustainable development goals. Gender equality is not only a fundamental human rights, but a necessary foundation for a peaceful, prosperous, and sustainable world. Providing women and girls with equal access to education, healthcare, decent work, and representation in politically and economic decision-making process. Women leadership is empowering the female to take their own decision for their personal dependent matters. In the present day, women leading change in the world has built the woman with independency, thoughts, right, decisions. So, about the women in our society, of course, it's a vital role, not only vital roles, it's a part of our family, words, and everything. So, it is to bring equality in the society for both men and women in all areas. Women leading change in making the brilliant futures of the family, society, and country. Women need fresh
Time check, Dr. Munir.
Yeah. So, just I am going to conclude. We can say that in order to make the country fully developed country, women's empowerment is essential and powerful tools to get the goals to development. So, at the end, I am really thankful for all. So, anything cannot complete with the women's empowerment.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Munir, bringing the point home that gender equality is not only a female issue, but it is a necessity it's a global necessity for us to develop. So thank you, Dr. Munir, and thank you for your time. I'll move on to the next speaker who also requested
Sorry, Wanja. Sorry,
yes?
Wanja. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please, I have a speaker from Nigeria who needs to run in the next 10 minutes. And I promised him that I was going to let him go before to. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes. Okay, so so that we can move on, our next speaker is also from Nigeria, and he is a trained mechanical engineer. He's the chairman and the group managing director of Ninja Groups, Mr. Kolawole Adeniji.
Yeah.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. My name is Kola Adeniji. So let me briefly introduce myself. I'm into agricultural value chain, and I work in agri-value chain for within Nigeria and other African countries. So we are able to set up a different solution to move agriculture to the next level in Nigeria and Africa. And that's what we've been doing. We went to engineering, we went to tractor assembly, then we went to processing of different value addition for some of our products like starch, cassava flour, and we've done a lot of things. We have a training school, and we train people on agribusiness, and we fabricate equipment and we supply around all the African countries. So that's what we've been doing for the past almost 30 years. So I'm happy to be part of this conference. I think when I got hold of the theme of the conference, I was so happy because the thing really touched me because I've been down for the past almost like 1 year. I've not been able to go to work. I work a lot, and I find out that if I don't go to work, the work will not go. But when the system just changed, I just feel that I can't support it again. I just have to stay. Doctor advised me to stay away from work for like a few times. When you travel all around the world looking for medications, and they say no, the best thing is for you to rest. So that's why the change comes in. So everything I changed in the business arena. I believe that if I don't go to one, I have like 6 to 7 different businesses. But for the past 1 year, and I've not been to any of the businesses, and the business is moving. That's to tell you that change is the only constant thing in life that we can embrace. And when the issue of the pandemic, the COVID-19 now setting, and I can see the way everything is being run, how the offices are being run on the system, all the conferences like this that we have to travel, spend a lot of billions, organizing conferences are being done within a given space of time. And you can actually attend like 3 or 4 different conferences within a day. So I see that, so for us to really embrace change, it's not difficult for people to really embrace, but it's one of the things that can really change a lot of things in life and that can move forward to the next level. And I'm using this opportunity to tell you that women are one of the frontier of the change, because I've employed different people in my businesses, but any role I give to a woman to do, I know that they are bad women, they are good ones, I'm sorry. But any role you give to a woman to do, they will do it diligently and they will deliver. So I found out that, so by actually bringing change and really need to talk a lot to our women, I think they are going to contribute and bring a lot of good change in both, it's not, apart from bringing the change in the homes, we know they are trying, but when you now invite them to the business and show them the business life, and they will actually deliver and they promise to deliver. So change now is not just a few things. Change is something that we can look for in the nearest future. And okay, welcome to like a new dawn. So that's why the change is very, very important. And when I saw the theme of the conference, I was so amazed and happy to be part of the conference. So my own take home now is that women can actually champion the change we are talking about, because they've been doing it right from home sets, and they've been managing the home, and they can actually manage other aspects of businesses or other aspects of things in life to the next level. So let's give them a good chance. I think they should be able to do the norm and lead us to the next level. We don't say we should give the woman almost all the things in world, but at least we need to do what we call like a gender balance. So most of the programs I do, I consider gender very, very important. And I want us to look at gender very important in all our businesses and everything we do. So that's my take for that. I think I'm within the time limit. Thank you.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are, Mr. Kola. Thank you so much, and also for reminding us that change is here, but we should just learn to be more efficient, as you have stated. And thank you for encouraging us women with your wise words. Thank you, Mr. Kola. So our next speaker is from India. Sorry, let me. Okay, so our next speaker is from India, Her High Excellency, Ms. Suresh Chukapali. She's the Honorary Consul General at Honorary Consulate General of Republic of Korea in Hyderabad, Chairman of Emeritus at Phoenix Group, Managing Trustee at Phoenix Foundation.
Okay, thank you, Wanja. Thank you so much for the introduction. And Ayla, thank you so much for bringing me onto this wonderful webinar. And the topic is wonderful, empowering the women is also a great need of the century. As I can introduce myself as one of the entrepreneurs, I'm also a honorary diplomat. I'm also into special economic zones, Dr. Munir. The new norm of India, at least, if I can talk about India in the present circumstances as the pandemic of COVID had started, we were lucky, like many other countries, to have, locked down the country for almost 3 months. And though the pandemic is peaking now in India, we were able to control COVID-19 deaths in India. So far we have about 2,500 odd deaths. But the good thing is that there is a medicine which has been released 2 days back for the COVID-19 patients in the form of tablets, and yesterday they released an injection also. So hopefully the death rate will keep coming down. As we see that the new norm is to follow social distancing, and in India we have been seeing a tremendous change in people's mindset. Earlier, for example, if we need to do a marriage or a function, we used to call about 5,000, 6,000 invitees. Today, we are restricting them to 50. So there is a huge difference. And also, there is a big mindset change where people want to save money for the future, because we don't know what's going to happen in future. So people have now taken to the mindset of better to save than spend. Apart from that, I think industries are coming back into near normalcy with about 40-50% production. Women entrepreneurs are encouraged in a very big way in India, particularly in small and medium enterprises. Government of India is giving a lot of incentives and funding for the women entrepreneurs, and we have been seeing many women entrepreneurs in IT space, in biosciences, in hospitality, in many other areas, and definitely it's a very good sign what we have been seeing. And particularly I see the Chancellor of the university, a good friend of ours, and in education also they are very good now. So I think the gender equality has really come into existence in this 2020, and going forward we don't see any real difference between women and men in terms of employment, or in terms of business acumen, or in terms of running companies. So I would like to congratulate all the women here and across the world for their wonderful contribution to this world and to the environment. And surely we should all pray and bless these women who are part of our lives. And one more thing I would like to add is that, since I see that I'm the only Indian, or maybe another 1 or 2 of Indians are there in this conference, any of you need any help in India, please reach out to me, and I would be too happy to support in any area which you want. So we have contacts across the globe and across the country, and so please do not hesitate. Take my contact from Ayla, and whoever needs any support or help, please feel free. Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me for this conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kuresh. You really stayed within the time. Thank you so much for even your offer of support. It's very encouraging and very uplifting even for us here at the conference. We are now feeling brighter and brighter with such words. Thank you, Mr. Kuresh. I'll move on to our next, Suresh, sorry. I'll move on to our next speaker, who is from Guinea, Minister Mukta Diallo, who is the Minister of Youth and Youth Employment. So he deals with a lot of youth affairs. So we welcome Minister Mukta Diallo. Minister, are you here? Okay, we'll move on to the next speaker and hopefully he will join us soon. Our next speaker is from Malaysia. She is Datin Havin Kaur, the National Director, Mrs. Malaysia World, also the Managing Director of Mrs. Malaysia World, and a former Mrs. Malaysia World herself, 2017. Welcome, Datin Havin. Please unmute your audio.
Hi.
Hi,
can you hear me?
Welcome.
Yes. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Ayla, for having me, and welcome everybody. Welcome on board. So the topic today is how can we embrace change moving forward to the new normal? Whether we like it or not, everything is constantly changing. The comfort zone is the most comfortable zone, as we all know, but nothing grows there. Change definitely plays a big part in leading a successful, healthy lifestyle. We need to keep adapting. So number one is learning from failures. For some reason, most of us were never taught to fail. We are living in a society where success is given a gold star and failure is being labeled as the end of your life. That's it, you are doomed. You try, you fail, you try, you fail. You fail and you keep on failing. But you know what is a real failure? The day you stop trying. So learn from your failure. We fall 7 times and we get up 8 times. And number 2, taking small steps. Change is not possible overnight. Therefore, it is very crucial for us to set a goal and break it to small action steps every day. Consistency is the key. Number 3 is to surround ourselves with positive-minded friends and family members. I cannot stress out how important is this factor. As the saying goes, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. According to a research by Dr. David, who is a social psychologist in Harvard University, the people you frequently associate with actually determine as much as 95% of your success or failure in life. This is such an important factor. You know, you can't be hanging out with a bunch of people poisoning your mind on daily basis and expect a positive growth, which is impossible. Number 4 is to adapt a mindset that views change as positive and beneficial. Being able to adapt in difficult times and times of success is a gift. Always remember that we cannot stop change. That's all.
Thank you. I mean, I was busy noting down all your points. Was so poignant.
Thank you.
You really reminded us one thing, which is important, that we are actually the average 5 people who we spend.
Yes.
We are. So
and
we
it's
should
such
strive to have. We should strive to embrace the right energy in our space. So thank you, Datin Havin.
My pleasure.
All right. Seems that we have gotten the ball rolling. Our next speaker is from Indonesia, Suleiman Muskita, who is the finance director of Maserati of Arlington. Mr. Suleiman Muskita, are you here? Please unmute your audio. Yes, I can see you.
Yes, this is Solomon Mosquito. Thank you for having me here. I've been in the automotive business for the last 25 years in the US, and this pandemic has been the hardest hit in the history. Pretty much we lost more than 50% of the income, also the sales. But it's not about the bad things that we have to look at. I'm looking at it as a good pandemic. Take the good out of the bad. It's how you dance in the rain. That's the way I look at it. We cut our hours. In the car business in the US, we open bell to bell, meaning we open 9 in the morning, we close until the last customer leave, which is sometimes 9 o'clock, sometimes 10 o'clock. Now the business changes. Business only open 9 to 5, no more Sundays. The way I look at it is, good pandemic means I get to go home and have dinner with my family every night. You just have to dance in the rain. And as far as keeping your distance with everybody, unfortunately, automotive business was one of the essential business in the US. So we never closed, even during the pandemic. But we stay open. Yes, we had to let go a couple of employees. And the most that's hurting, the one that's hurting the most is we have to let go a couple of employees, which is a woman. Woman takes a big role in the automotive business. And you can tell that woman sells most of the vehicles. And we're trying to rehire all the employees now since the reopenings started 2 weeks ago. So hopefully in a couple of weeks, business is back to normal. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Mr. Suleiman, giving us a fresh perspective on this time period, looking at it as a good pandemic and having the gift of time and reminding us to dance in the rain. Thank you, Mr. Suleiman. That was amazing. So we'll move on to the next speaker, who is from the USA, Ms. Aditi Shankar. She's a scientist at Aspen Neuroscience, California, also the president of World Forum for Education in California, and a young achiever. Ms. Aditi, are you here?
Hi, yes, can you hear me?
Yes, clearly, welcome.
Is it okay if I share my screen for a bit?
Yes, Amanda, please make Ms. Aditi the co-host. Yes, you're now the co-host. You can share your screen. You have 5 minutes.
Perfect. So can you see my screen? Okay.
Yes, yes.
As you know, I'm from California and I'm working as a scientist. So I'm gonna talk a little bit from the scientific perspective of why we need to change and what measures have been taken and what kind of global initiatives we are looking at. So why do we need to adapt is threefold. First thing is that it's a very novel virus, right? We haven't seen it before. There are so many different mutants and we have no treatments, no vaccines, nothing available. And a very huge fact to consider is that it's highly transmissible. So one person could potentially infect thousands of people, which we know, but it's scary. Why? Because there are two types of patients, one who show the symptoms, the others who do not show the symptoms, but do carry the virus. So in a recent study, it was shown that 90% of the affected patients, they do make antibodies towards COVID, but they lose their antibody titer within 2 or 3 months of exposure. So you are not immune at that point. You're still carrying you could get exposed again. If you're carrying the virus, you could give it to other people, and it's absolutely necessary to stop that. So what kind of steps has the government taken over here in the US is having lockdowns and shelter in place, but some issues with that, which I see, is that every state has its own rules. Every company makes its own rules, and it's different level of exposures for different for people working in different sectors. The other thing is contact tracing is very difficult because there were huge conferences hosted all over the US, even during the pandemic. Now that it's closed, but we are still facing repercussions from those. People have been asked to self-isolate and quarantine. And the main thing why the lockdown was placed in the first place was because we had to get the healthcare systems ready to handle all the patients that were pouring in. What we can do is we can wear masks, we can maintain 6 feet of distance, we can make sure we are not around people for more than 10 minutes at a time. We should include more disinfection protocols, have it more than once a day. Maybe between 2 shifts, have a disinfection carried out. Sanitize your hands, wash your hands, do everything possible that you can. Also keeping in mind that all of this self-isolation, social distancing, it's not hampering your mental health. You have to make time for yourself. You have to go out for a walk sometime in the day, but it's not about not socializing. There are still other avenues. You can go out, talk over video calls with others, have conferences like these. And also major part is testing. We have to keep testing. We have to keep finding out who's still infected or who could be a super spreader. So some of the global initiatives that have happened so far is expedited FDA approvals for all the new therapies and vaccines. To give you some perspective, a vaccine takes about 10 years for development. Right now, we are looking at 1 to 2 years, which is really expedited because we are not doing animal testing anymore. We are jumping straight into humans based on prior history and knowledge of the vaccines and drugs. We are preparing for manufacturing of vaccines and drugs for almost 7.8 billion people. That's a huge number. Keeping that in mind is very important. One major thing would be that we all need to share information in a timely manner. Be it good, be it bad. If we know it, we can work towards making it better. Hosting more video conferences, remotely working, and most importantly, I think we really need to start pouring in more funding into research, education, and healthcare. So I'll leave you with those thoughts, and if there are any questions, I'm happy to take them.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Aditi, for your elaborate presentation, giving us the scientific side of things. We will move on to our next speaker. I would like to encourage the members here to stick with us. We actually have a very lovely surprise at the end. We have a very famous musician, Maya Hassan, who is in the conference with us, who maybe if we entice her a little bit, she'll play for us a few of her music. So kindly stay on board. Our next speaker is from Uganda, Franklin Kadima, a journalist with management of different media houses, a communication expert, film producer, allied with Blue Water Solutions Limited in London, a tour operator and also a media consultant. Mr. Franklin Kadima?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hi, hello, yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
You have 5 minutes, Mr. Franklin, thank you.
Thank you so much. My name is Franklin Kadima, as she just said. I would like to go straight to the talk of today. I appreciate Ambassador Alice Kamunge for inviting me for this talk. It's actually so empowering. Looking at the way forward, we talked about change. I'm going to talk about Uganda as a country and what the COVID-19 as a pandemic has caused the country. We all remember that when we reported the first case of COVID-19 in Uganda, our president took an initiative to lock the country as fast as possible. This was actually an advantage to us based on the fact that it's a landlocked country. And so this gave us an opportunity for us as a country to understand who we are. Because this was a first opportunity for us to be able to understand, having been the normal hustle of day-to-day movement and everything related to that, it gave us an opportunity now to focus on ourselves as a country and understand who we are. I'll give you an example. You always, every single day, you're up in a normal hustle, but this is now the time that you've gotten yourself that you're now locked with your wife, your kids, and you have to be there. There's that bonding. So it gave us an opportunity for us to understand who we are as a country. And secondly, you understand that Uganda emphasizes so much on farming as a country, agriculture. So when the pandemic actually came out, you realize that as a country, we actually we're relying so much in Kenya to provide us with every commodity for us to use, because our emphasis most of the time is actually in farming. And so we had to concentrate on ourselves and understand our weaknesses to be able to pick up from there and see how we can develop ourselves to have a self-dependence. Because when you get yourself in such a situation and you cannot have the free movement of people going to a different country to get the services as usual, this was an opportunity for us to be able to understand our weaknesses and see a way forward for us on how we can be able to live without depending on our neighbors, for example, Kenya. And then lastly, I'll talk about when the pandemic actually came in. This is the time when Uganda was on the prime time of harvesting the agricultural products. And somehow this has affected Uganda so much that you find some of our agricultural products have lacked markets. You'll be surprised to get that a bunch of matoke or banana being sold at less than $1. You can imagine. That is, there's some of these products that are actually on the market that you find somebody has lost market and you're forced to actually give out to people because you don't have the market. I'll give you an example of eggs. This was a period when the farmers had actually harvested a lot of eggs, and it's so unfortunately that you know how the eggs have a short period of time before they expire, so you're forced to give out eggs because you don't have the market. So it has affected so much farmers in a way, and so it has given it's actually also given us a chance to be able to think on how we can focus ahead to better ourselves in case. Hello.
Hello. Sorry. Time check, please. We can hear you.
Yes. And maybe lastly, I could talk about back to our profession. It's actually given us a time for us to be able to find other alternative ways for us to be able to survive in the business sector. Thank you so much for giving me a chance to join the conference.
Thank you, Mr. Franklin. You've actually brought up a wonderful point that I think majority of African countries are starting to notice, that we are not really self-dependent. And the item that is an essential service right now all over the world is agriculture. And maybe through this conference, we can link. I can see that Mr. Kolawe Adeniji in Nigeria is also in agriculture. Maybe we can link up and discuss how to make agriculture more sustainable around Africa. Thank you, Mr. Franklin. So we'll move on to our next speaker, who is from Nigeria. Bar Blessing Balo is a Deputy Head Legal May Initiative, a member of FIDA, and she's a fashion entrepreneur. FIDA is the Federation of Lawyers which represents women. So, Blessing Balo?
Hello. Yes, please.
Hi, hello, welcome.
Hi, thank you.
Hi, you have
thank
5
you for
minutes.
having me. Okay. So, as you've introduced me, I'm a member of International Federation of Female Lawyers in Nigeria, Abuja branch. Speaking on the pandemic, it's been it came as a shock to everybody. When you watch the news, you see that you're not alone. everybody started getting worried. We as lawyers became extremely worried because most times we get to have to go to court to seek redress in court and all of that. And then most times you see clients coming to you with time-bound, time-sensitive issues, and then you get frustrated when you see you can't even go get justice. So this period was really something where justice has been delayed, not intentionally, but because of what is going on. So this time really gave us a lot of things to think about. We need to think of ways, measures to really accommodate in the internet more, in more things we do, because we just had few courts in Nigeria at the time when this pandemic was at its peak, that was able to make virtual proceedings. We had just few courts and on sensitive matters that bordered on the nation's safety and all of that. So, but every other person that was waiting for justice and all of that was really being delayed. In fact, it boils down to the core issue of the society, because I mean, there was a lot going on. Earlier this week, we had a training with other members of the International Federation of Female Lawyers. We actually haven't had a virtual meeting before. When we came together this time, we're actually all laughing and teasing ourselves to see that this pandemic had to happen first for us to even learn that there are other ways we can go around this legal profession. It was really something, because cases became on the rise. I mean, if everybody is watching the news, you will see that there's been a lot of menace going on and all of that. So trying to go out, make arrests, try to prosecute, try to do this, it's really been difficult. But thank God, during this training, we've been finding ways and how to walk around these things and see how to help the society. We can't be left the legal profession can never be left behind. We all agree that Africa needs agriculture. We are not self-dependent, we know that, but there are also other areas like the legal aspect that we must work together to see how we can move with the tide. We can move with the new ways of doing things virtually and other interesting ways. I think that's it. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Balo. That was wonderful, because in fact we had a conference a few weeks ago regarding domestic violence and how it is on the rise with the pandemic having people in lockdown. And it's great that knowing that the legal fraternity is not asleep and you are there working and finding creative ways to address this. So we applaud you and we thank you. We'll move on to our next speaker from also from Nigeria. Hafsat Ibrahim, who is also a fashion designer, a director of welfare at May Initiative, and an ex-beauty queen. Hafsat, are you here? Are you here? You can unmute. Ogena, is Hafsat here?
Yes, Hafsat is actually at my office, so I'll just stand up for her to sit on my seat. All right, Hafsat, come, because she's having issues with her connection. This way, darling, this way. All right, guys, so I would excuse Hafsat. Bear with us.
All right, thank you. Hafsat, welcome.
So this way you can see here.
Wow, gorgeous, gorgeous, welcome.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening.
Hello.
Sorry, my network.
You have 5 minutes, please.
Okay. So the topic is about how to adapt to change towards the new norm. As a fashion designer and an entrepreneur, the coronavirus has really affected my business. So what I did was turn to social media as my alternative. I started advertising with Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook, because that's the new norm. That's where, because there was no sales coming in, no order nothing. But I have to go on social media and it's really working. But then, because of the kind of business I do, which is modesty fashion, I had to get a fashion influencer on Instagram, and it's really helping. And I had to like let some of my workers go, my staffs, because of the isolation, self-isolation, and for my own health and for my family and friends. So I moved to social media. It helped. Advertising, uploading. I had to start embodying my own design. Like right now, wearing my own design to show off on the social media platform. So I think for now, social media is the right place to advertise and market our products and what we are selling. And I pray that it comes to end soon. Though we are trying to adapt, but still, it's not okay for us to keep living like this. So
thank you, Hafsat. We totally understand. Oh yeah, it's gorgeous, it's wonderful, it's beautiful. Maybe we can have you in one of our conferences, in Creative Arts Conference, and you can showcase your outfits.
Yeah, please, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm sorry, I'm shy. This is my first time. My friend Ogena made me do.
But you've really brought in a point which we had forgotten, which is actually the use of social media.
Yes.
It used to be the underdogs who would start at social media, but now the underdog has become king, and social media is where it's at. And if you're not on social media, then clearly you're not in business. So thank you, Hafsat, for your input.
Thank you for having me.
And I'll see you in the Creative Arts Conference.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Okay, so we'll move on to our next speaker, who is Hamzat Lawal, founder of Code, which is Connected Development, a trustee at May Initiative. By the way, May Initiative is motivating African youth, which is under our host, Ogena. We're waiting for Hamzat Lawal.
Hi, I'm here.
Okay, welcome, Hamzat.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome. You have 5 minutes.
Fantastic. Super excited. Hello, everyone. Super excited to speak. I thought I was just going to learn from women, because I think women, we speak a lot, and I have this ideology that we should give power back to the women, because if you look at history, women are actually natural leaders. So, and men just came and started dominating, but I've really learned from you women, and I can't wait for Africa and the world at large to be taken over by women. That being said, I run a campaign called Follow the Money, and my background is around policy advocacy, education, healthcare, and WASH campaign across Africa. I've worked in over 40 African countries. I've traveled around the world, talking to world leaders and shaping global policy, particularly around the Sustainable Development Goal, which I was one of the young leaders around the world that shaped the post-2015 development agenda. That being said, speaking about COVID-19 and our new normal, I think for me, COVID-19 is a huge opportunity, and there's a lot of potential attached to COVID-19, because one, COVID-19 has reset the global economy, how we do trade, how we do diplomacy, how we craft policy. And it has also shown that we've not really invested much in our healthcare, because today over 500 million girls are at home and could not go to school because of the impact of COVID-19. So what this also tells us is health is wealth. So if we don't take care of our health, we cannot be wealthy enough. But then corruption, it has also shown that corruption has really thrived. So for instance, my country, for the past 10 years, we've lost over $2.1 billion due to corruption. And over 80% of our revenue comes from oil and gas. And we know that this is dirty energy. And in 2050, no one would really be looking at oil and gas. And I think COVID-19 has also shown that we need to diversify and look at cleaner technology. And technology plays a huge role. See, today we're talking to ourselves from all over the world just because of the potential of technology, but I also see potential to invest in terms of investing long term and seeing how we can penetrate more communities, more countries, where we can even have access, because access allows for feedback. Because so for me, as much as I'm an activist, I'm also, and I have opened my eye to that opportunity where, we as much as we continue to advocate and move and inform global policy, we need to also start putting money where our mouth is. And as much as and during this lockdown, what we've also seen is how can we also scale on humanitarian response and disaster risk reduction. So I know the board, I'm on board, and we've invested over $50,000, for instance, in providing palliative to rural people and also empowering rural women with soft loan credit and even in some cases grants and skills. So because again, COVID-19 has showed that, skill is what would take us to the next level. Yeah, education is important, but then what skill do you have? Because skill brings about value, and value brings about food on the table. So I'm super excited listening to all of you, and with me, I and our leader, okay, now we would collaborate more, because collaboration is also key. What is happening in Nigeria and other African countries must be replicated in Southeast Asia, in Europe, in America, and across the globe, because when we learn and we collect these lessons, we can then inform policy and decision making. And maybe lastly, politics define everything. If you follow the politics in the US, you follow the politics and the war in the UAE, politics determine everything. So as we debate and as we share notes and as we learn from each other, we must also become more politically conscious. But beyond being political conscious, we must also take that mantle of leadership, because no one would actually give us power. As much as I'm advocating for more women in politics, we must actually also take these women and go and collect this power. But of course, democratically, because we're peace-loving people. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Hamzat. You have literally touched on so much, just a point, and if you really extrapolate that, that's an hour's worth of discussion. Actually, yesterday we were having a conference on vocational training and skills. What skills can we impart on our youth and on everyone to cause you need the skills. So thank you for mentioning that. And leaving us with those words, collect your power. We have had and we are ready. So the next speaker is also from Nigeria, Sarah Muni. She's a life coach, a change management consultant, and the managing director of Blue Diamond Consultants. Ms. Sarah Muni, are you here?
Yes, I am.
Yes, welcome. You have 5 minutes, please.
Thank you. And point of correction, I'm from Kenya, not Nigeria.
I thought you lived in Nigeria, because I know that name is so Kenyan. So I thought you had relocated to Nigeria. So yes, my Kenyan sister, Sarah Muni, welcome.
Yeah, but I'm Nigerian at heart. So thank you very much for inviting for this time, discussing this very important, timeless topic of change, because I think as long as there shall be life, there shall be change. And we need to find ways of adapting and even taking advantage of it and really rising with the change, really. So I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a corporate trainer, a change management consultant as well. I run a business in Kenya called Blue Diamond Consultants, and I'm also the president of Youth in Africa. So we usually empower youth with skills across the continent. Now, to our topic, I would say that the changes we are seeing, I would say, is basically a realignment of our priorities as people, as businesses, as governments. It's realignment of priorities, needs, and focus. That is basically what we have been through during this corona period or pandemic. And one of the most important things, even before that, there's a gentleman that we know. If you have been in a history class, you must know Charles Darwin, and he said that it's not the strongest of animals that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the ones that are most adaptive to change. And it's important we understand that there are some things that will happen in life that we are not going to be able to change. We just have to find ways of aligning ourselves with the change and rising with it. So one of the most important things that we need to do as people, first of all, as businesses, as organizations, as systems, as governments, is to first of all analyze the situation. When a situation of change has come, it's important to analyze the situation or the change and find out what does it mean to you? What does that change mean to you? Does it mean, has it come?
Sarah, you've muted
does it
your
mean
audio.
That there are some things we have to adjust, whether it's finances or socially? What does that change mean to you? So it's very important, we first of all ask ourselves these questions. And then, does it mean that there are things we have to adapt, things that we cannot change? Because it's also important we realize that, you see, there are many ways we can define change, but bottom line, change is the loss of something familiar. When a situation of change comes, it basically means you have lost a way of thinking, you have lost a certain mindset, or you are losing control of something. And even now, as we speak, there are people who have even lost lives. Globally, the count has really gone up, so it's millions people who have really lost lives even now. There are people who have lost jobs, like our sister from Nigeria was saying she has to let some people go. There are people who have lost their jobs. So it means it's a loss of something. And as human beings, we are not very good, or we don't deal with loss, very, very well, or we don't really accept it very well. We struggle with it, So what does it mean for me? Does it mean there's something I have to live without? And what else can I do for me to be able to survive, or get through, And that's why I like the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi, that Lord, grant me the serenity to accept things I cannot change, and the courage to change those that I can. So the other thing you need to find out is that what are the things that I need to change right now? So for organizations, I know right now they've started, really giving, providing their staff with internet and laptops to work from home, So there are things that I can do for me to be in control. There are things within my control that I can do. So Lord, grant me the courage to change those things that I can, and also the wisdom to know the difference. So that's very important, that analyze the situation and know what it means for you. And then also, very importantly, take action. You need to take action as swiftly as possible, so that you are not, we don't analyze and analyze and analyze for a long time. It's been now 3 months. If we are still somewhere seated in the house and waiting for things to get better, there's nothing much we are thinking. We're only hoping and waiting for the government and, to give their directives, and we just sit and nothing we're doing. We just, like Charles Darwin says, you be not survive, because you need to feed, there are things you need to do. So what are the ways, but what action do you need to take for you to continue in business, or you to even continue putting food on the table? So, and then the other thing very important, yes, very importantly, we look at change as an opportunity for growth. It's good we start really communicating to our staff and to people around us that, we cannot grow without change. We look at change as a tool of growth, as an element of growth, as a growth enabler, really. So, and now when we start to communicate change like that, then we'll be empowered, and we will start to innovatively think and even become the drivers of change. As women, we need to be drivers of change. Mahatma Gandhi said that be the change that you wish to see, so that we don't keep on saying, oh, we accept the change, we adapt the changes. Who is making these changes? Let us be the people who are bringing innovative ideas. As women, we are very innovative and creative. Let us bring forth our innovative ideas and be the game changers in our industries, in our societies, in our countries, in our economies. And I believe the world will be a better place. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sarah, our change manager and life coach, taking us through how to adapt and what to accept, and learning the wisdom to know the difference. We'll go to our last speaker of the day. who is Mr. Muhtari Moses Hassan from Nigeria, Operations Manager at May Initiative, a sales consultant, and a social analyst. Mr. Muhtari, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you clearly. Yes. You
All
have
right.
5 minutes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. My name is, just as you said, my name is Muhtari Moses Hassan, and I'm the operations manager for May. May is
Sorry, Mr. Muhtari, your network seems to be having issues.
Here in Nigeria, to harness the potentials among our youth, and with the new unprecedented. Okay, so okay. How about now? Can you hear me?
So your network seems to be having issues, Mr. Muhtari. Hello? Oh no. He seems to have lost Mr. Muhtari. Yes, you can unmute your audio.
Hello, Anga.
Hello,
Anga. Let me just get him.
Yes.
We're in the same office, so let me get him to my spot. I think my network is better. I'll be back, guys. All right. Sorry,
okay.
Hello.
So Mr. Muhtari, once again, who is the operations manager at May Initiative, he's a sales consultant and a social analyst. Mr. Muhtari, kindly restart because we did not hear you. And now you have 4 minutes.
Sorry for the is the leading youth NGO trying to harness the potential of our youth to bring about change. And just as you said, what's the new normal? COVID-19 has come and transformed the way we live our lives. Our routines have changed, the way we relate to people have changed. Just as you can see, increasingly people are going online to host seminars and meetings. Businesses are changing, other businesses are folding where other businesses are evolving. And one of the things we've been reading in the eye is to see how we could equip people with the skill sets to be able to meet up with the emerging changes that will witness after the COVID-19, to be able to become more economically productive for themselves. Particularly, we've been training people on certain online skills, being able to market their products online, prospect online, because as a sales consultant, people cannot go about prospecting. So you have to see how you can harness the power of the internet to gain more client base for the products. And we've realized that a lot of women have been disproportionately affected by this COVID-19 pandemic. So we've been able to support them with palliative, and we've been partnering with other NGOs to see how we could ensure that these palliatives are getting to the most vulnerable people in our society. Challenges are out, things are quite difficult for through public-private partnerships that we've been forming with other partners.
Sorry, your audio is muted.
Okay, he's unmuted now. Sorry about that.
Okay. You have an echo. I think someone else in the background has their audio on.
Yes, exactly. I guess that's where the problem is coming from. But they've muted theirs already. Can you hear me now?
All right, sir. Yes, I can hear you. You have 1 minute, please.
Okay. Just to round up, change is happening every day, and change is constant, but growth is not constant. You have to make a deliberate effort to grow and evolve
And that is why people must make conscious effort to see how they could equip people with the right skills, particularly women, so that they're able to overcome and get out of this new normal successfully. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Mutari, reminding us about how to become salespeople. Unfortunately, I forgot one speaker, but who will come in right now from Indonesia, Mr. Fajar Kuniwan. He is the founder and owner of Jawa Mie Mokaf Indonesia, founder and owner of Baroka Sawahita, and he deals in cassava flour. So I welcome Mr. Fajar.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Welcome. You have 5 minutes, please.
Yes, I'm Fajar Kurniawan. I'm from Central Java, Indonesia. I'm founder and owner Jawa Mimokap Indonesia. This is a new technology of a food industry. Jadi, I have one statement for COVID-19. Do and innovation. Do and innovation. A lot of people in the world think about COVID, but I will do something, do nothing, do something, and then innovation. This is a solution of this word. The people, saya pengen yeah.
Shut up, man. You shut up. Shut up, man.
Fajar, you donkey.
Yes, I want to say,
Amanda, can you please remove those?
Jadi, dan tolong menolonglah kamu dalam kebaikan dan takwa. Dan jangan tolong menolonglah kamu dalam keburukan dan kejelekan. Itu Al-Quran yang mengatakan begitu. Jadi, I have one statement: do something and then innovation. This is my statement. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Fajar, and apologies for the technical issues. Sometimes these things crop up. Thank you so much to all the speakers. I would like to open it up now to any questions from members. Anyone with a question?
I have project Jawami is we will come export to Europe, to USA, to Australia, and we have 4 factories in Central Java.
Okay, thank you. We have a question from Vivian.
Hello, can you hear me?
This is my product. This is my product. This is Jawami. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes, Vivian.
Okay, so good afternoon from Nigeria. I am a teacher in the school and educationist, and I actually wanted to ask a question. Before then, I must say some things. I listened to I think the last 3 speakers, the one that talked about change as an enabler for growth, and then Muktari that talked about women and giving the right footing so that to help the changes and everything that's happening in the world. Now, as an educationist, I think that the COVID-19 actually affected a lot of people. Teachers, a lot of teachers were not really laid off, but were not paid as a result of the lockdown, you know. But all in all, everything that have been said here, I think what I could take away from here is that we need to make alternative moves, right? We should have alternative ways of income, other things that apart from the right work we do, we should have some other means of generating salaries and incomes and all of that. But I have a question. I'm happy that almost all over, we have people participating all over the country, all over the world. I have a question. Is there anything that is being done so that some kind of policies, like flexible policies that will accommodate,
I don't give a shit, you nigger. Vivian, shut the hell up. Chocolate flavored ice cream. Vivian, shut the hell up, nigger.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah, hello, apologies. Yes.
I know those things happen. I know those things happen.
Yeah.
So what I was trying to say is that, is there like some kind of like policies, like a flexible policies that will accommodate this change so that people are not really like hit very badly? You understand? Because the prices of things in the market have really changed. We know that Africans are more like the consuming country, the consuming continent. We don't produce anything. So is there like a policy that will accommodate that, you know, that's flexible so that people wouldn't really like have a very bad hit? You know, when we are out of this pandemic, we are good to go. We're not really like, you know, because quite a number of people don't have work. So they're not earning anything. You know, they don't have salaries and all that. So is there anything? I know that Hamzat said something about soft loans, but I feel these are individual things. Is there like something? Can we reach out to the government to see that if there's like a policy that can be put in place so that people, when they come out, people that have little businesses, small, medium businesses and all that would like have something to bounce back on? That's the question.
Thank you. Thank you, Vivian. Yes, that's a very poignant point to put in place, and that's one of the aspects of World Women Leading Change, bringing people together to address such issues which actually are affecting us, and in a way that is sustainable, in a way that is authentic, and in a way that actually carries out these actions. So I don't know if there's a member here. Ogena, could you answer that question, and then we move on to our next agenda on the program?
Okay, hello everyone.
Hello.
Hello, hi. Okay, so hello Vivian, thanks for joining in. In giving a direct answer to your question, Vivian, in Nigeria, I don't know how it works in other parts of the world, but I mean, policies are not things that are just implemented in a couple of days or weeks. You know, sometimes it takes months because it goes through the first reading. Here in Nigeria, we have a federal system of government. And so, you know, we have the upper house and the lower house and all of that. However, yes, you did make a very vital point, which is that, I mean, everyone, especially those, the poorest of the poor, have been in-depthly hit by this pandemic. Then again, in all fairness to the federal government, I know that certain things have been put in place to mitigate to cushion the effects, sort of. Recently, less than a week ago, the Central Bank of Nigeria announced that they would be disbursing funds to SMEs, giving us about 5 to 10% of a certain amount of money if you do apply. That is one. I also know that, just as Hamza said, my organization here in Nigeria is working hand in hand with the federal government of Nigeria to distribute 10,000 naira and foodstuff to over 90,000 homes in Nigeria. So I don't know, because I sent a broadcast, you know, for people to join this program. I don't know if you could send me your details and I would reach you and ensure that we work together in seeing how we can help you as a person. But then again, like I said, policies are not implemented overnight, okay? Have we made such suggestions to the government? Yes. Are there certain bills that are yet to be passed? Yes. Just as the same way we're having the disease control bill, you know, these are things that would go through a certain form of legislation. And until that is done, unfortunately, right now, we just have to look inwards on how we can best help ourselves as individuals. That's what I'd have to say to Vivian.
Thank you, Ms. Ogena. That was very elaborate. Thank you for your answer. We have now come to the end of our program with the speakers. And before we leave, oh my goodness, we have such an amazing treat. We have a musician, Maya Hassan, who is a very famous harpist, who will delight us with some of her music. And first of all, I have to apologize for the technical issues. We ignore those low-lying energies. We don't deal in low-lying energies such as those ones. Because for us, as World Women Leading Change, we have come to learn that it does not matter what anyone calls you, it only matters what you answer to. So with that, we ignore everything else and we move on, and we apologize for the technical hiccups. And we move on to our next, Maya Hassan, welcome.
Thank you.
We're so
Thank
honored
you
to have you here.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody, or good day, everybody. Also, this is amazing. This is amazing. Yes, my name is Maya Hassan, and I'm a professional harpist. Turned into a crossover musician, and also I've found another dear passion of mine, which is bringing music. Bringing healing from music. So I do music for healing, and I'm a certified practitioner as well. And I'm setting up my clinic now. This is a wonderful conference. And I must say tonight, I have to make a statement that I'm truly grateful with this situation, with all the lockdown. Not really the virus, but the situation that we are in now, how we need to survive, how we need to adapt. Yeah. Hello. And one thing I would like to ask you all to remind ourselves is to look within ourselves. Yeah. We cannot control what others are doing, and we cannot control things around us. But one thing that we can do is to be in full control of ourselves. And that is to be mindful of everything that we do. Yeah, we need to make our mind our ally, not our enemy. Okay, this is the time for us to be mindful of what we consume, mindful of what we hear, mindful of what we think, and even mindful when we breathe. Okay, it is only now that we are using technology at its maximum. And I'm saying this because now I'm reaching out to people all over the world. Like yesterday, I gave a healing session to one person in America. And this all started just after the COVID pandemic and the lockdown. Yeah, it started, when a friend of mine was diagnosed with COVID, and he was in the hospital for 20 days. He was tested positive 5 times. And after my first session online with him, he was tested negative. And then 1 week after, I gave him another session, and 3 days after, he was discharged, and he can go home. So now I would like to all of you to teach just a little something. This is what I call the mindful breathing. So we breathe through our nose, and we expand our rib cage. And when we breathe out, we do it through our mouth, and just focus on the palm of your hand. Yeah. And I'm going to play a little bit of music for you. You're welcome. You can close your eyes, or you can just open it. Just be relaxed and comfortable. Breathe in. Breathe in, breathe out. Thank you very much. Don't forget to love yourself.
Wow. Oh my goodness, that was amazing. So Maya played for us Somewhere Over the Rainbow, which was, oh my goodness, that was so beautiful. And we feel cleansed, we feel at peace, we feel rejuvenated.
Hey,
Thank you for your gift to us today. And bless you so much.
God bless you. I'm sending you all love and light. Thank you.
Thank you. So we'll move on to the next part of our program, which I will hand over to Dr. Ayla.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much, Wanja. And actually, this is the end of the World Leadership Conference. Today, we have closing gate ceremony where we will give awards to all the hosts that has been hosted this 25 batch of World Leadership Conference. After this, we will activate the centers. Maybe Ambassador Alice will have a little bit story about the center after this. But before that, because today we have a nomination of Best Dress on the House. Wanja and Ogina, can you help me become a judge?
Yes, definitely.
Can you pick one person to be nominated as best dress of the night?
Uh-oh. Wanja.
Okay, I'm going to be very biased.
Cannot, you know, it's funny because everybody only show until here. Maybe they don't wear underpants, right? So
Hello,
you know,
hello,
I
Mr.
would like
Alia.
okay. I have 3 judges. I will call up Wanja to be my judge, and also the host tonight, Ogena. Can you help me to judge? So when I call up one person, you cannot call up another the same person, yeah. So you have to find another nomination, and we have to make them stand.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So my nomination goes to Ambassador Debbie. Yay! Oh my God, Ambassador Debbie, full of life.
Ambassador Debbie, can you stand, please?
You are in purple. Can you stand up? I would like to see what you wear. Yes. Oh my God.
Are you online? Are you online?
Yes. You have that. Do you wear underneath? Can I see underneath? Okay. Ambassador Debbie. Okay, Wanja, now it's your turn. You can pick anyone.
Okay. That was a very good choice, Dr. Ayla. That was a brilliant choice. So my next one, who just blew me away, was Miss Hafsat Ibrahim.
Hafsat Ibrahim.
Where is she?
Where is she?
She's in Ogena's screen.
Where is she?
There she is.
That one.
Can I see her dress?
Can we see the full dress?
Wow, so beautiful. Okay, now Ogena can pick one best dress nomination. Best dress nomination, Madam Ogena, can you pick one of best dress?
Sorry, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I saw someone online. I hope I get her name right. Your name is Helen Hurong. I hope I got it right.
Yes, Hurong.
Yes. Yes, I
Mr.
got it.
Hurong, can you stand up?
Can you stand up? Yay!
Yes, I was to pick that one too.
we will have voting. We will vote for these 3 best nomination. Everyone on the house except for the judge can give voting 1 number, and the winner will get 3 nights. 3 nights a free hotel in Indonesia. I will sponsor it. They can choose.
What?
Yes. So people in the house, please pick. You know, we cannot do corruption, collusion, nepotism. Yes, we cannot do corruption, collusion, nepotism. So other than anyone that judge, please give your remark. So your remark, you can only pick one person, and place it in the chat box.
Okay.
Okay, so we will give that. So now I will call up and give awards for my dearest partner from Vietnam. She is hosting batch number 1 with me. And Madam Helen Hurong, that also nominated tonight for the best dress. Madam Helen, RB, can you place the certification for Madam Helen?
Hello. Okay.
Helen, thank you very much for supporting World Leadership Conference. You are amazing woman. WWLC is never been WWLC without you, and I'm so grateful to the closing gate, and you have done this for 10 over years. And I'm just passing through your kindness, and today we're closing to batch 25, and I want to award you for hosting with me batch number 1.
Thank you.
Arbi, can you place the
Yes,
award
madam.
in shares?
Just a moment.
Yes. You want to say something, Helen, please?
Yes, thank you so much, Ayla, and hi everyone from Vietnam. I'm Miss Helen. I'm so happy to become the friend with Ayla because together we make the world better for the women. And I'm so happy to see every day. Every day we have the Zoom with the woman in global. I hope one day I can invite all of you visit Vietnam to join the Women Leader Forum. In Vietnam now, we are everything is normal. We have an event every day. We have a visit lunch with the woman leader, and I hope the world will become normal soon, and we can fly global to join each other event, and we will visit Ayla in Indonesia soon. And I miss Kenya. I miss everyone. I hope we'll see you soon in Vietnam, in your country
again.
too.
You're welcome
Yes?
again, Helen. Yes.
Yeah, I win. Thank you.
Arbi, can you share? Yes, this is for Helen Hurong. Thank you, Helen. I love you. And
wow, thank you so much, Ayla.
Yes, thank you so
much. I'm so proud about that. You can send to me, and then I will show for my member in Vietnam.
Yes, and I want to call you, Helen, to give a second appreciation for a batch. I think many people cannot make it because maybe it's too late for some people. For Dr. Rupa Vasudeswan. She is the founder and global chair of World Forum for Education. She's hosting batch number 4. Dr. Rupa Vasudeswan, Helen, can you help me pass certificate for Dr. Rupa Vasudeswan?
Yes, but so how I can do it?
Dr. Rupa, are you in the house? Dr. Rupa? Dr. Rupa, are you in the house?
Yes, I think it's not yet. So maybe you can for the next person.
Yes, for the next person is Dr. Bharat. Is he in the house? I saw him today. I saw they are both in the house, but maybe they left. Okay. So we move, we want to give awards for Joy Wajiru for hosting batch number 8, and Joy is being a backbone of WWLC. Joy, thank you so much.
Joy,
Yes, thank you,
Helen, can you
Joy.
pass?
Hi, Joy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Joy.
You do a great
Yes,
job,
thank
Joy.
you.
So proud of you. I meet you.
Thank you. I miss you too,
RB,
Helen.
can you show certificate that's from Helen Hurong and me to Joy as the host for batch number 8, and amazing. Joy is been like hosting for moderating for so many conferences.
Yes, see, amazing. She does a
Thank you.
good job.
Thank
Yeah,
you so
very well
much.
done.
Thank you.
Joy, Vietnam meet you. I hope one day you can back to Vietnam.
I miss Vietnam so much. I miss Vietnam
Yes,
so much. I hope to come
yes.
again soon.
And in Vietnam now, everything is normal, and so in the future, coming soon, I hope everyone can visit Vietnam. Yeah, wow, congratulations, Joy.
Thank you so much.
And I want to call now Joy to give award for our harpist tonight, Maya Hassan.
Okay. Congratulations, Maya. Maya has been an amazing lady, and we've done with the Wellness Center together. So Maya, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for the good work that you're doing.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
RB, can we have the certificate for Maya Hassan?
Yes, madam. Just a moment.
Dr. Ayla, I would like to thank you for helping me to spread my dream to spread love through music to the world. So I really appreciate, and I'm so blessed to get to know you, and everybody. I have like millions of new friends now. Thank you so much.
RB, can we have the for Maya? So everybody, all the speakers will have received all the awards by the host. The host will announce when they will pass the certificate. Yes. RB, can we have certificate for Maya Hassan?
Okay. Wait.
Joy, can you pass to Maya? Yes, as a symbolic.
Yes.
Thank you.
Maya, congratulations, a very big congratulations for the wonderful job you're doing, for supporting the conferences and also the wellness conferences. It's been amazing, and yeah, I must say that I have also learned a lot from you, and it's been a wonderful time just doing these conferences. So thank you. Continue with the good job. Yeah, and continuing the good work. Congratulations once more.
Thank you, Joy. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Dr. Ayla. Thank you.
Thank you.
RB, we have not seen Maya certificate.
Yes. Maya's certificate is heavy, so it's
She has
loaded.
the whole music with her.
Yeah, Maya, you can hear my chicken also saying congratulations.
I know. Thank you, chicken.
Okay, I think we have technical issue with Maya certificate, but we will come back. So I will call up Ambassador Alice Kamunge to give a certificate for the hosting that are in the house tonight from batch 13 to batch 25.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ayla. We come to giving the batches 13 to 25, and we thank you so much, team, for being there for us for World Women Leading Change. We can't thank you enough, but this certificate will give you from the bottom of our hearts and from kind hearts and from kindness, because Dr. Ayla told us that when you give with kindness, when we change with kindness, you become the most beautiful person in the world, and you want to be beautiful from inside out. So now I want to call upon the president for South Africa to give this certificate for me on behalf of World Women Leading Change, the president for South Africa, to give Neoli, and who hosted batch number 13, together with the moderator, who was Anna Espiritu. President South Africa.
Yes, good afternoon. Thank you so much for the participant this afternoon. It's afternoon here in South Africa. It is about 16:50. However, just wanted to say all the people who've been very selfless. Selfless is part of giving. Selfless is part of love. Selfless is part of kindness. And we really want to thank you. Really, when this call came in, you never gave any excuses. You said that you want to be part of the World Leading Change. We really want to thank you from the bottom of our heart that you gave your time, because tuning in is part of money, phoning is part of money. Thank you for being so selfless. We really appreciate what you have done. Know that you are great leaders, in this group of World Women Leading Change. I thank you on behalf of Dr. Ayla, on behalf of President Alice. We love you. Love is the most important word. It's about kindness. We love you. I thank you.
Thank you.
Arby,
thank you so
can
much.
we get the
certificate for Neil and Anna?
Okay.
Batch 13, Neil Lee and Anna Espiritu.
I think they already left, Ambassador Alice. We move to the people that's in the house.
Okay, I think also we can just give the certificates. Even we can just announce the certificates, because we know we'll get them.
Yes.
So even if they are not there, we just mention their names, and then the one who is in the house can say is in the house. The ones who are not, will pass the certificates to them. So we go to the president for South Africa. You give to the next one, which is batch 14. And batch 14 was done by Stella Lynn and Tin Jelina. I think those ones are in the house.
Are they in the house?
Yeah, Stella,
yeah, I think
Stella Lynn and Tin Jelina.
Yeah, Stella Lynn and Angelina, as I already alluded, for being selfless. As I said, it's part of love. Selfless is part of dedication. It's part of commitment. I know there was in the scripture, in the one Bible verse, they said that when you have to choose the warriors, which one you should choose. So I think the people that Ambassador Alice have chosen, and even President Ayla, those are the people who said that we will go in the front line. We will really be warriors. We'll be able to be proper soldiers. We really want to thank you. And can you give the certificate over? We really appreciate your selflessness. We appreciate your kindness. We appreciate your love. And even, believing in the vision of Dr. Ayla, believing in the vision, and even supporting the core of World Women Leading Change. I thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I can see we have that in. Certificate for that in.
Yes.
Ambassador Alice, I think Datin Jalina not in the house. Stella Lim was in the house. Datin Jalina.
Oh, okay.
So move to
I can move to 15, batch 15.
Yeah.
Batch 15 was done by Carlos Cabrera and Marcus. Are they in the house?
No, they're not in the house.
But we'll give the honor to the host country, Nigeria, Mrs. Ogena. Can you have the honor to hand over those certificates to our batch number 15, Carlos Cabrera and Marcus?
Okay. Hello, Marcus.
Hello, Mr. Ayla. Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Miss, can for the next we can meeting for business education.
Yes, we have. Now we are giving the award. We're closing the leadership forum. We have 6 different centers that I will give you. If you are interested to, okay. Okay, this is for Maya Hassan. Maya Hassan from Joy Wajiru, yes?
I have to have the heart for this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Maya Hassan, thank you, Maya Hassan. I know you can never host, but you are amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So our speaker, the one who has said you would want to do business, yes, we lead a group for one. And we are very happy that you are closing the conferences today, so that now from tomorrow we start business. We start networking now to do business. So we'll come back to you so that you can be able to network together and do business together. So back to Carlos Cabrera and Marcus, Nigeria.
Okay, so congratulations, Carlos and Marcus. I can't wait to meet you and thank you for all you do. Keep spreading the word of what women leading change, and let us keep changing the world one community at a time. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you so much. And I know that their certificates are already there, and we hope to pass them to them as quickly as possible. Then we go to batch number 16, which was done by Dr. Asif Akbar and Mohit. Then we have the honor of the president for East Africa, Royce. Are you in the house? Is Royce in the house?
Already sleeping.
Yes, she is here.
Royce, you are asleep.
Okay, I'm going to call her.
Okay, we go to the president for Creative Center.
Oh, she's here.
Hi, guys. Sorry, hi, guys. How are you?
Royce.
Yes. Sorry, I was on call. I had to cut it down.
Oh, sorry. We want you to give the certificate. You have the honor to hand over the certificates for batch number 16, which was done by Dr. Asif Ikra and Mohit.
Asif Ikra?
Ikba and Mohit. Ikba and Mohit.
Mohit. So where is are they going to display the certificate, or
can you give the wand? Can you give that great wand of wisdom for them to lead?
Okay. All right. Thank you, Ambassador Alice, for this opportunity. I'd love to appreciate Asif, Ikra, and it's called he's called Mohit. Thank you so much for being part of this great great conference. We want to say thank you for joining our hands and working with Women Leading Change. It was an honor, and so much we are so much humbled for the time that you took to actually facilitate the whole conference. Asante sana, that's what we say in East Africa, to say thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I don't know whether we have the certificates we can display for them, but if we don't have, if they are being done now, we go to batch number 17, and batch number 17 was done by none other than Ambassador Debbie and Royce. So we call the president for infrastructure, the president for infrastructure, Rebecca to have the honor to pass those certificates.
Okay, thank you, President Alice. I just want to say the words of appreciation and to thank Dr. Ayla, yourself, President Alice, and President Debbie for the opportunity you gave us as the women. And I just want to say, as a woman that they once changed, the woman that wants to see other women progress, a woman that wants to see other women succeed, a woman that wants to see other women being powerful, being a success in whatever they do. I just want to say a World Women Leading Change has shown me a good opportunity for us as women in business and for us as women in education, because whatever we have learned throughout the batches that I have attended, I have learned a lot, and then I have a reason to say to other women, just come and be part of this good initiative so that we can have a good success together. And then I have seen even the colors of the organization. They bring a perspective that give us a role as leaders to say, as leaders, we must be powerful, we must be people with knowledge, we must be people who are willing to volunteer, you must be people who are passionate to do good to others and to do good to yourselves. So I just want to say thank you very much. And this is an opportunity that we won't miss. We will continue to do, and then we'll work more harder than what we were doing now. And then I'm definitely sure even after post-COVID, there's good results that are going to be presented from the center side. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I know Ambassador Debbie and Lois are in. Are their certificates ready? Can we see the display of their certificates? As they are being put together so that we can see them, I call upon the batch number 18, which was done by Verisha and Caroline Vakaik. Verisha and Caroline Vakaik. And we have
Alicia was here, yeah, but she left. She left for. She has to leave for Washington D.C. So she was here this after. Yeah, we will pass it.
Okay, and we have this the honor of giving it to our friend there, Fajar Kanwan, to give this certificate. Our speaker, Fajar, we give you the honor to give this certificate.
Yes, I know.
Yes, Pak Fajar, silakan kasih sertifikatnya untuk give the certificate untuk batch hostnya batch 19, batch 18.
Batch 18.
Ya, Pak Fajar, silakan pakai bahasa Indonesia aja nggak apa-apa. Nanti saya yang translate.
Oh gitu. Saya sertifikatnya dikasihkan ke Ibu Ayla aja sebagai penyelenggara yang luar biasa.
Nanti ini buat Bu Felicia. Bu Felicia ada. Tadi orangnya ada, Pak. Dia tuh jauh sekali dari United States. Jadi dia tadi datang. Jadi mungkin bisa bilang sertifikat untuk Ibu Felicia sama Dr. Caroline Verkaik gitu.
Oh gitu ya. Ya, kita berikan sertifikat pada Dr. Caroline sama
and Rebecca. And also
Felicia,
Rebecca.
Ibu Felicia. Ya, ini gini. Dalam masa-masa COVID ini yang perlu kita lakukan adalah melakukan sesuatu dengan inovasi gitu. Jadi jangan cenderung diam. Ini yang harus kita lakukan. Jangan takut karena mati hidup.
Pak Fajar, saya translate ya. Fajar said that in this time of pandemic, we should not be quiet. We should do innovation. Pak Fajar is from a village in Central Java, and he dreams. Yes, Ragan. He
I
dreamed
have
to.
I have business Jawami
Yes.
to export
Yes, he want to
to
export
Europe, to
the meat.
Australia.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. In this
Yeah.
one, yeah, Felicia Sitanggang Sexton and Dr. Caroline Verkijk.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Yeah, there they are. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Then we go to the next one. The next is batch now. And Caroline was also with Rebecca. So we have the certificate for Verisha, Caroline, and Rebecca. Then batch number 19, we have Helen Hurong and Jenny. And we'll give this opportunity to the president for creative arts, Wanja Wavingira, to give that certificate.
Helen still
Wanja
here?
Wavingira, is
Hello.
she here?
Yes. Yes, I'm here. I'm looking for Helen.
Yes, Helen, Ulong, and Jenny.
Bu Alia, berita gembira ini buat saya dapat 10 kontainer dari Jerman ini. Barusan ditelepon temen ini.
Oke Pak, biar ini lagi kasih sertifikat dulu ya, biar dia kasih sertifikat dulu ya. Silakan, come forward, Wanja.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay,
Yes,
can you give those certificates? They are not there, but you can give them.
We confer these certificates to Helen and Jenny with a lot of honor and a lot of appreciation for the work that you have done. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. And then we go to batch number 20, which was done by Datin and Amanda. Oh, Amanda, my friend. It was done by Datin and Amanda. And we have this. Who should we give this opportunity to give to this great lady, Amanda? We give it to Helen. Helen from Vietnam. Mom, I have the honor of giving this lady this certificate because she's a great, she's like a backbone to our organization. Helen?
Sleeping. Helen is sleeping.
Helen, where's Helen?
She's sleeping.
If Helen is not there, we can give our president, Dr. Ayla, because Amanda is a very special person to us. So you have the honor to give her this certificate.
Amanda, this is for you. Amanda is actually my niece. She's intern with me. So I have given her a lot of work, you know. Sometimes she work until 12 at midnight, calling up speakers. So Amanda, this is for you. I don't know how to thank you. I hope that your next workplace is not as tough as the WWLC. But congratulations, I'm very proud of you, Amanda. Thank you for standing up all night sometimes when I call you at 3 a.m. to, you know, call up all the speakers. Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you, Dr. Ayla and Ambassador Alice for the
Thank you. Amanda, my gift to you is when COVID is over, you come to Kenya and I'll take you for holiday.
Thank you.
To Masai Mara.
Thank you.
Amanda want to have lion. We want to buy lion.
Yes. Amanda, you have that one from me. So we go to batch number 21, which was done by Lois and Joy Wanjiro again. And we give Amanda this opportunity to give these certificates to Joyce, Lois and Joy Wanjiro, batch number 21.
All right. So I'm giving the certificate?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm giving the certificate to Miss Joy because she has worked with me finding the speakers, and for her wellness center and kids center. She has worked very hard on it. And also Mrs. Lois for being a great moderator for these past the past batch.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you so much. So as you prepare the certificate for those great two great ladies, we go to batch number 22, which was done by Hamidou and Datin again. And this one, we want to give the honor to the President of South Africa, as I asked her to check for me the other president who is in the house, so that they can give the next one. So as you check, you have the honor to give this certificate to the next person, Amedul and Datin.
I don't see anyone here.
Yes,
I don't
but
see
give the
anyone.
certificate. It's okay, give the certificate.
Who can, Rebecca can do it.
Yeah.
Rebecca?
Okay, Rebecca.
Okay, thank you. Congratulations to the batch, it's batch 21. For you, I forgot the names. I didn't hear the names well. Yeah, but
It
I just want to
Amedul and Datin.
And Datin.
Yes, Datin. To Datin and Amedul.
Okay. Congratulations, Datin and Amadul, for presenting batch 21. So we just
batch
want
number
to say
22, yes?
22, yes.
Yes.
So we just want to say to both of you, thank you very much for presenting the batch 22 very well. And we are saying good luck and take good care of whatever you're doing, and all the best to both of you. Thanks.
Thank you, thank you. I see we have someone called Datin Avin.
Yes.
Datin Avin. We would you like to have the honor of presenting the certificate to batch number 23, which is Brandley and Sierra Emerson.
Yes.
Thank you. Can you give the certificate to Brandley and Sierra?
Thank you very much, Brandy and Sierra. Accepting and embracing change allows us to adapt better to change and become more flexible. The more we deal with change, the more used to it we become, the easier it becomes to deal with it. It allows adaptability, opportunity, possibilities, improvement, resilience, and happiness.
Thank you so much. And then batch number 24, we have Ogina, our young country membership. Mrs. Ogina, you have the honor to give batch number 24 to Anna and Amanda again.
Okay. So a huge congratulations to the hosts of the conference batch 24, Anna and Amanda. Stay beautiful, stay winning. Remember, nobody can do it better than you. So thank you for hosting. I can't wait to meet you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And then the last batch number 25, we give our Lady Joy, who has been so strong in supporting this forum, you know, our strength and energy. Joy, we want you to give our last batch as you bless it, because it is because of your success that you're seeing everybody talks joy, because your programs are very successful, and we give you the honor to close. As you opened, we want to give you the honor to close, because from Africa, you are the one who brought World Women Leading Change to Africa, and you see, you have not let you down. So we want you to close it by giving the certificate to the people who have hosted this batch, which is Ogena and Wanja Wadingira, because she stood for Lois. So this certificate goes to Ogena and Wanja Wadingira.
Thank you so much, Ambassador. Thank you so much, Ambassador Alice. And I want to say congratulations to Nigeria for hosting this batch. One thing that I have learned during this process of having these conferences and getting to learn, I have learned one thing that will stay with me. It is not what happens to you that that really matters most. What matters most is how you respond to what happens to you. And so this COVID season has been a tough season. It's in its own way, businesses closing down and many things happening. But I am so amazed at the response that the World Women Leading Change and World Leadership Conference has presented us. It has helped us to be positive, to look at life differently. And there's so many people we have been able to meet during this season. So for sure, I think in my lifetime, if I'm going to write a book, the COVID season was the most amazing season. And thank you so much for Batch 25 for hosting us with a very amazing topic about change. And there's also a quote I love about change. The only thing that does not change is the word change itself. So the word change points us to change, but it remains the same. So this is amazing. And I say congratulations, Wanja, for the amazing work you have been doing and for moderating today's session. And for Mrs. Ogena, congratulations and thank you so much for hosting the last batch. They say that we saved the best for the last, and this was sure amazing. So congratulations to you both, and I wish you the very best.
Thank you.
And before we close, because this is the last batch, before Mrs. Kamunge, before I hand this over to you, for my African, for the African ladies, let us celebrate this the African way. So in Kenya, we celebrate with ululations, okay? Yes, can we have the 5 ululations? Number 2.
Yes. We're not closing yet. We're not closing yet. Not closing yet. Okay, I want to call our trustee in the house and also introducing the trustee. Yes, Madam Santi, can you show your camera? I wanted to give award for Ambassador Alice Kamunge overall, you know, for being my partner who never sleep with me, every day call me until 3 a.m., want to talk, and every day contact me, and it's like, I feel like COVID is, it's amazing. I mean, I lost 6 business, but I think I will open 25, plus I will be a Indomie distributor to Africa. I will have Pak Fajar to bring Indomie to Africa. You know, I will have Ibu Maya to spread her. So I have so many business I have to do. It's just amazing, this COVID, you know. Arbi, can I have certificate? And Ibu Shanti. Ibu Shanti is amazing lady. Without her, I will not go into India. Without her, I will not meet Dr. Rupa Vasudeswan, who has given us 7 conference, you know. So Ibu Shanti, I'm acknowledging your hard work, and I want to say thank you for giving me opportunity to come to India for the first time. And this is the lady that also been doing a lot of hard work with me, Ibu Shanti, Madam Alice Kamunge.
Yes. Thank you, thank you.
Ibu Shanti, do you want to say something and close?
Sure. You know, I think all of us here are great ladies. We have, in one way or the other, on our own accord, done something, at least for this forum. What I've seen coming out of this is what we need to focus is on the positive side. You know, like Ayla said that, you know, she lost 6 businesses, but she may be continuing with another 20. I'm sure it's the same for most of us here. I mean, I myself, luckily when the lockdown happens, I was in Indonesia, and this is where home is. And since the last 3 months, I've opened 2 additional businesses. So, you know, let's start looking at the opportunities here, not so much about the challenges, because you know, in every problem, there's always some good things that comes out. So, and you know, this is a women's forum. This is where you know, we collaborate, we help each other, we tell, you know, where the opportunities are. It's no more within one country, but you know, in Africa, if we can export something, do let us know. In Europe, The same thing is here with Indonesia. You know, if we need anything from the countries, we will collaborate. So let's keep this open amongst these areas where it was Ayla had mentioned before, like healthcare, technology, trade, youth. You know, there's a lot of areas that we can collaborate on. So I think we need to form a smaller working group for each of these areas and then have a regular meeting and see what comes out of that. But this has been a very good event. I sneaked out for a while because I had to take a few phone calls in between. But you know, I've been following what has been discussed here. So I do look forward to our continuous enthusiasm, our collaboration, and also in terms of really helping each other to overcome the challenges and helping each other to see the opportunities. Thank you again.
Ibu Shanti is the Secretary General of ASEAN. So not only Indonesia, she has contacts all over ASEAN. So anybody who wants to be doing business with ASEAN country, we have Ibu Shanti, and she's also the trustee of WWLC. So now, not the least, maybe Wanja can you close, and then we also announce the the best dress of the night.
Hello.
Yes, best dress of the night. Who is the best dress of the night? Okay. And then yes.
According to the tally, there were 19 votes.
Yes.
And oh, there's one more vote coming in. Okay. So there are 20 votes.
Yeah.
And they are tied between President Debbie and Hafsat, each with 8 votes.
So we vote again.
Hafsat, ayo, come on, you stand again. So Ibu Maya, let's play one more song. One more song so they can do turn. We can do turn. So turn, please. We want to see your under because I don't see Ambassador Debbie. Maybe yeah. Turn. Ambassador Debbie, can you turn? Wow.
I'm here. Yes.
Mr. Alia,
Hafsa.
Request.
Hafsa, I cannot see you.
Tetaplah
Hafsa is gone already. Are you
di langit.
sleeping, Hafsa? You gonna already sleep. Hafsa is gone, yes? Ugena, are you there?
I'm here.
Where is Hafsa? Yes, where is she? She's gone?
I'm here.
Where is your dress? We want you to turn. Yes, turn. Okay, I will leave Ibu Maya Hassan to choose because it's like tight.
This is
One
my dress.
Tight. It's tight. Oh my God! You can choose, and the winner. You will announce the winner.
Sorry, President Ayla. Can I say something?
Yes.
Patriotism.
Nepotism.
Of leadership.
Patriotism.
In the
Wearing the
spirit of
colors.
leadership, we can give it to both of them. Those in favor say aye.
Okay. Ibu Maya, how? What do you think? Shall we give it to both of them?
Sure, of course. They've been wonderful and beautiful women, so everybody wins. Yay!
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Ambassador Alice, thank you so much. And we close, officially we close World Leadership Conference. I will call up from number 1 to number 12 later on, maybe, the host and the moderator. And we have a little announcement to be made that the host and the moderator, also president of center and president, is also owning a share. Yeah, so this is a gift from WWLC. We have video. Everybody who hosts, everybody who moderate, they will equivalently have 10,000 shares.
Wow. Hey.
Amanda, can you show the shares? And we will have a signing ceremony when we meet. We will need, because the company is in London, we will need your autograph. We will need your real passport, you know, if you want to collect the shares, because, you know, I appreciate so much the hard work. And for the centers, for everyone who want to run a center, you also will have a shares on the video. You will have a share on the TV. We will have a lot of businesses together, like capitalism. Okay, this is all the share certificate.
Yeah,
yes,
beautiful.
This is for the host and moderator. Yes.
Wow.
So maybe we will make one more closing gate ceremony or opening gate ceremony for centers, and we will announce the owner of the center, the president of each center. They also have certificate, you know. So if they have a center, they will have certificate. Yes. So thank you very much. I want everybody to stay rich and powerful.
Thank you.
And say anyone is welcome to run the center. Yeah, we have Center of Technology, Center of Leadership, Center of Education, Center of Infrastructure, Center of Real Estate. What else, Ambassador Ali? Center of
Center of food and farming, center of culture, center of art of kindness. Yeah.
So everybody is welcome and host a center maybe once a month. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Needed in this place.
Thank you, Africa.
Women leading change.
Thank you so much.
Women leading change.
Thank you, Professor.
South Africa.
Women
Thank
leading
you,
change.
Nigeria.
Thank you.
Women leading change.
Thank you, Indonesia, Ibu Maya. Thank you, Pak Fajar, Stephen, Datin, Harvin. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you,
Thank
thank you,
you,
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Helen. Helen, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Helen.
Energy.
Thank you. We will see you soon, everyone.
See you.
Bye,
All
guys.
right.
Welcome
Thank
to
you.
Vietnam.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Africa. Thank you, Nigeria. Thank you, Sierra Leone.
Love
Thank
you
you, South
all.
Africa. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Burundi. Thank you, Rwanda. Thank you, Uganda.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Lesotho.
Sudan.
Ambassador Ali, Ambassador
Bye-bye.
Debbie, Ambassador Debbie, and Hafja, I wait for you in Indonesia. You have 3 nights. 3 night
Yes.
vouchers.
I'm coming with Rebecca.
In my hotel, in my little resort.
With Rebecca.
Please bring me lion. Bring me lion, okay?
I'm coming with Rebecca.
Yes, come with Rebecca. I want 1 little lion for my pet.
Yes. Thank you.
Bye. Love you. Love you.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Yes.
Bye.
Women leading change.
Hello,
Kalirato Fela.
Jigalala, jigalala, jigalala.
Jigalala, jigalala, jigalala.
Ini bukan yang terakhir kan?
Ya, leadership terakhir, leadership. Udah nggak ada lagi leadership.
Nanti
Stop dulu. Tapi
Ibu Alia,
Ya.
ya kita harus ini nih, coba bikin edukasi bisnis gitu. Jadi ada manfaatnya nanti.
Kita punya Center of Education. Kita punya, nanti ada mungkin kita akan kasih satu outline. Kita punya center edukasi, center wellness. Ibu Maya juga dia punya music center. Jadi kita punya ada totalnya ada 8 sekarang 8 center. Kita mau punya 12 center di 256 negara. Jadi kalau misalnya ada 256 dibagi 12 center itu. Jadi semua negara dapat gitu. Dia punya center, ada presiden, dia bisa doing business gitu. Rencananya, tapi mudah-mudahan kalau diizinkan oleh Tuhan gitu kan, lanjut terus.
Izinkan,
ya kan.
Saya dikasih kesempatan untuk presentasi gitu.
Yes, boleh Pak Fajar. Saya juga mau jualan mie sama Bu Maya ya di India, di Afrika.
Siap.
Sama kenal Pak Fajar.
Ini mie sehat Ibu. Jadi mie mocap. Mocap itu teknologi baru dari universitas yang kita aplikasikan sama teman-teman anak muda. Umuran kita baru 30 sampai 40 gitu. Jadi mocap ini penemuan baru.
Yes. Kalirato Fela, Kalirato
Fela, Women Leading Change. Bye-bye everyone. I love you all. Love and light.
Bye-bye.